Morning, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all well. We're at the Vaal on Tuesday. It's a classic track meeting and we're looking forward to a Super Days racing. It's been a fairly good winter so far, I must say. 20, 21 degrees, not too bad for winter so far, touch wood. Although I must say the nights are pretty cold, can be cold. I hope you're all well, everybody. We move on to our Vaal meet. We start up with race number 2. You are reminded about the QR code that's on your DSTV TV right now. On channel 240, that takes you straight to the Betway account. Here's the markets on Monday morning. We do this Monday morning. Daryl Marie had a very good weekend. Because he tipped jackpots, he tipped pick sixes, he tipped, what else did you tip? Place accumulators, you tipped Ismas Salib is all I can say.
It's all water under the bridge at this stage, Carl.
No, it's all right. But whatever the circumstances, water under the bridge, it's a new beginning, but at least last week's paid for.
You know
now
what,
we start this week.
You know what killed us, Clyde, is double Grand Slam.
Should never have lost.
Very unfortunate. But anyway, like we say, we sold
Lennox in the first. Was it Lennox in the first?
Cowboys don't
What
cry.
was that horse in the first, Craig Zaki?
Yes.
Lennox.
Yes.
Should have won. Double Grand Slam. And Stiff, great race, Marshall's horse,
Yeah.
great race. Took a
Brilliant
bit of a
race.
bump at the start. Short head in
And
it,
then
bump
his
at
head
the
was
start.
up.
Head.
Got a little bit keen.
Great race it was too. And it was lovely to see the outcome. Yes, of course. What a great finish. Well done to
Well
Owen.
done to Hollywood
Everybody.
Racing.
That was great.
Clyde,
You know what I want to start with you now?
Yes.
Soon this week, I want to start a little mini panel, top 4 into the July, from now to the Durban, to the Hollywood Bets Derby July. Okay.
All right.
So have you got your 4 yet? Have you worked on note to self, wish list,
regulation?
regulation?
I don't know about wish list.
Okay, note to self, regulation.
Regulation.
Yeah.
Star Major.
Star Major. And there was one other, Jan van Gooyen, you liked. Huh?
Jan van Gooyen.
Okay.
That's it.
Those are the 4 for now, but we'll keep you updated. The second race was Fierceness. What do you know about Fierceness? It's 11 to 10. I see the money's already on this horse.
The last time they put money on like this, it was Fort Couture on debut, wasn't it?
Sure. He's got so
And
many
by
babies.
10.
I don't know how many unraced the Cox have got in their stables. They're coming out like aliens, one
Since
by
Matthew's
one,
come back.
all over the country. So this can't lose his first time,
I
right?
don't know about
Or what?
that. There's so many well-bred first-timers in here, Clyde. Look at the breeding of number 4. Obviously, number 5, the money speaks volumes, anti-post. Number 9, number 10, number 12, all extremely well-bred. But
The only ones in the
thankfully-
betting are Fierceness, Tiger Magic, and Buffalo King Cody.
Well,
and
good luck to all the
Tenerife for
first-timers.
10.
Good luck to all the
There's money for
first-timers.
Van Vierens also, 8 to 1 to 5 to 1.
We only need the first race runner home, and thankfully we got number 13 over here, Tiger Magic, who Mr. Azzy took to KZN to debut. And he wasn't going there to see this horse run midfield. He knew that he'd be very competitive, and he just got touched off by a horse that ran 3rd in the Grade 1 Gold Medallion, Kudi Karen. Remember, he was playing up at the start. They reversed him out, and he ran a cracking 3rd behind Haute Couture and Richman's World. With the experience under his belt, with the draw on his side, he will be the first race runner home, I believe, and therefore we're bankering him.
Yeah, just talking about Buffalo King Cody for a moment. The Peters had a great weekend with Taxi to the Moon. Well done to them. All right, so at Barpots, we're bankering Michael Azzy's horse here, 13 Tiger Magic, a lot of first-timers. So from that rule perspective, hopefully we'll be okay. All right, welcome back. Race number 2. Staggerwing, race 3. Staggerwing's top of the boards. It's 5 to 10 to win it. Callan Murray and Matt DeCock, they team up over here to win this. And then after that, you can get 7 to 2 about the 4 Molten Rock. And then you can get 7 to 1 about the 7 Ruby Whisper. And it's double figures about the others. Staggerwing tops the boards. It's odds on to win it. It's 5 to 10. I wanted to ask you, talking about the top 4 in the July, and maybe talk about a panel, how we can get maybe a group of tipsters together. Whatever happened to that tipster? I remember in the days of Teletrack, we used to take adverts out and promote him, and saw him in Port Elizabeth. John Sweet. Remember John Sweet?
Yeah, obviously I remember.
He was a well done John, and he was quite a prominent tipster. Do you remember him?
I do remember him, Clyde. That was many moons ago. Is the man still alive?
I don't know. I'm sure he is. I remember. His name came to mind. I haven't heard from him in a long time. Quite a few tipsters going on about at the moment, that are
Yeah.
trying
Well,
to stake
that
their
makes
claim.
us raise our game. And
Nice. All right, we've got this replay. This is staggering. Odds on 5 to 10. We're going to have a look at this last start. Daryl, you can just talk us through this horse's last replay. Dives down the inside.
Yes, and in the similar silks is Secretary Bird. Now, obviously, this was a great save for Clyde because this was against winners in the Ruffian, Volkerbosdrift Ruffian Stakes, a listed event. And she was staying on nicely towards the inside, back in fourth. Right on the outside, Lanzarote has come out to win her maiden. And Secretary Bird ran a decent fifth behind Get Up in the Alan Robertson.
Molten Rock.
Molten Rock, this was only a second effort, and she put up a nice effort on this occasion because it was good improvement from run 1 to run 2. Look towards her inside in the green silks, Clyde. That is Lady Harlequin. And right down the inside is Royal Tiara. Now, Royal Tiara has come out and won. Lady Harlequin came out and ran second to Get Up in the Pretty Polly. And Get Up won the Alan Robertson. So I'm not ruling out Molten Rock, Clyde. I think if she can put another step forward in her third run, she can trouble this favourite because she's more racing fit.
So you're not taking the 5 to 10?
I'm certainly not taking the 5 to 10. But her form lines read well. I mean, Staggerwing's form lines read extremely well. But I don't think Molten Rock's going to be a pushover. So, obviously, banker in the PA. But you saw in my bipod, I went both of them.
Okay. 2 bankers in the PA. This one and the one at the back, a horse called Kotinos. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's get on to our next event on the card. Betway sponsor our show, and Betway waited to win 4th race, first leg of this particular pick 6 now, and it's a very happy birthday to Jonathan Bloomberg. We wish him all the very best. He turns 50. It's his 50th, so well done to you, Jonathan. There's the QR code for talking about the Betway guys to open up your Betway account. In terms of the market, I can tell you that number 5 Special Star is 7 to 2, number 6 Green Machine is 5 to 1, number 2 Chabelle is at 13 to 2, and number 3 on the card Cartagena is at 15 to 2. 8 to 1 the 4 Play with Fire, and the 10 Bold Action also 8 to 1, and then you can get 10s and better about the balance. We've got a replay for you. Green Machine. We're going to take a look, Daryl, on this occasion, down the inside, clear at the moment.
Yes. Now, this was on the inside track, and you can see he's just keeping on rolling, Clyde. I actually believe he's going to be better on the longer classic run-in. We'll know if this form line has been franked by now, Clyde, because in the first race, Samuel Sharp with Savannah contest that event. So let's hope by now it has been franked. This is Special Star, the grey filly with the black and the red cap. Now, yeah, fair enough effort. Back in third behind Future Gamble, who herself franked this form. She won again, and she won again impressively. Staying on, Clyde, extremely well bred. I'm sure many would have expected more from this filly. Not doing much in the latter stages, but that was on a soft track. Yeah, happy birthday to Jonathan, Clyde. Not many people can afford to retire at 50.
Yeah.
He's one of them. So
he's
well
done very
to
well for
Jonah.
himself. He's been a great partner. Waited to win, I must say, for what's it been, 3-4 years now.
Yes, it's been a pleasure working with him.
Absolutely, well done to them. Wish you everything of the best. All right, so pick 6 is now. If Jonathan Bloomberg was taking his pick 6, what do you tell him to do? Banker? No.
Well, Clyde, you told me I'm not allowed to in pick 6s in excess of 2,000. So my perm's less than 2,000. I had to cut it down to 3 runners in the opening leg. I like Green Machine. His family, well, he's damned through Beating Wings.
Yep.
She ran 4th in the Oaks. Umvula won over 2,200, so there is some stamina on his dam side. Then I put in number 2, Chabelle. I thought the winner got away last time out. He's going to strip fitter. Look at his record with Sereno. 3 times for 2 wins and a second. And my sneak over here is number 9, Nuclear Force. You can see he's actually knocking at the door, Clyde. He's finishing 3, 4, 2 lengths, 5 lengths behind. And despite finishing close up, his ratings continue to drop. So that's my sneak in the race. What price is number 9, by the way? Nuclear Force.
Nuclear Force at the moment trading around 20 to 1, I think.
You remember...
this is the same Tunguska story you're going to pull.
No.
You pulled off the biggest coup on the weekend with Tunguska. You shortened it from 10 to 1 to 14 to 10. Is this the same story?
Erica did us a big favor. Remember with what was called Had Furious.
Yes.
Back from 14 to 1 to 5 to 1.
Yes.
Maybe Blaine gets this one home.
Sure.
Shame, I see Blaine's back, eh?
Nice.
Okay, Clive,
All right, so
there's
can
the
we
big
back
six.
this horse Nuclear? Or what?
No, I wouldn't back it, but I'm funking for it.
Okay, good. Nice. There you go, Jonathan. There's your birthday present. 189 Rand, 10%. Race 5, number 6, Page. Boy, we've got a replay of this horse. 7-2 favourite at the moment. 8 Boundless Love, 7-2. We actually got both of them. We'll show you both of those replays in a minute. 3 Orange County must have a chance around the turn here. 4-1 on the classic track. They backed this. They took the 5s. Number 5, Art Novers, 11-2. Number 10, Shory Bombers, 13-2. It's 12-1 and better about the balance. In terms of the market, is there movement? Maybe for the 8 Boundless Love. There's a move for that. And there's a move for number 3, Orange County. Those are the 2 horses. Here's Boundless Love. We're going to have a look at this replay on this occasion. Hits the front.
There's so many here that we need to take note of, Clyde.
Yeah.
You've got Boundless Love, obviously, in the circle. Then you've got Orange County towards the outside with your man JC Boitis, and you've got Shory Bomber with the red, what are those, blinkers or pacifiers, running 5th. Now, Shory Bomber, Clyde, it was blinkers. Sorry, yes, Page Boy in the Verner's Family Silks. Actually haven't included him. I thought he might need just one more, but I wasn't disappointed with his comeback efforts.
Yeah, it's not a bad run.
It wasn't a bad run because this was World of Royalties on the upgrade. But look who's alongside him, Diwali Rocket. So...
Not for you, not for you. Okay.
So then I'd have to go wider, Clyde, and you told me no.
You've got to play aggressively.
Play aggressively.
Tell me now, so what are we doing? Are we going with the source Boundless Love? That last stop? No? Which one?
You can also include Golden Warrior, Clyde. This horse's ratings plummeted.
Boundless Love, Orange County turn the tables?
Shory Bomber interests me.
Don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. I just also, I think it's...
I think he's better with cover. If you listen to Tim Woodruff last time out, Clyde, he warned the viewers. He said this horse never took his race well, and it might be coming too soon for him. And I don't think he quite likes the sticky going. I know he's won on it, but I think he's better on firmer. So, I've included him. Take notes. He's a lot of pudding better off with his rivals over here. Whereas Orange County meets Boundless Love at the same weight terms. He comes into the race 3.5 kilograms better off. So I like number 10, Shory Bomber. But Boundless Love, Clyde, the money was down last time out. There was huge money for this horse, and he quickened up well. Take note, the tongue tie gets refitted, and he's worn it in the past. I don't know if he's got a breathing noise or what the issue is, because he won last time out. His 2 efforts on the high felt have been great.
Yeah.
But now the tongue tie gets refitted, and he wore it back in the day when beaten 8th behind Mela Strength, beaten 2.65 lengths. I'm not saying this is going to be a negative. I find that very interesting. And then we know what happened to Orange County last time out. I think he was being reshot at the start. And
what track was that? Inside track?
Inside track's not his game.
Not for him, not for
Gavin
him.
will let him
Vaal
unwind
Classic
beautifully.
much better for Boundless.
Gavin knows this
Orange
well.
County.
Yeah, you like Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County or Boundless Love, but you're on to Shory Bomber, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You know what? I might be favouring yours now. You might have swung me. So let's go 3, 10, 8 now.
You're listening to me now all of a sudden.
Yes,
Now all of a sudden you want to listen to me.
You're in great form.
All right, 3, 8, 10 for Daryl Marie. First leg of the jackpot. All right, we're moving on to the next race, and there's a horse called Crepusculo that runs now. That's the next one that we're going to show you from the Fabian Habib stable that Jason Gates is riding. It's a joint favourite at 5-1, the 5 horse, with number 4, Sheets and Goggles, joint 5-1. 11-2, the 2, Northern Kitten. 11-2, the 3, It's Now or Never. 6-1, the 1, Rock My Boat. And then you can get the 7, Commander of All, who's trading at 8. 10-1 and better about the balance. Crepusculo. This is the last start. We're going to show you now. Daryl will talk us through the race. Comes under pressure here.
Yes, Clyde, you know, he was returning from a layoff and he's probably going to strip fitter. Stayed on for 3rd. The 2nd place runner was Instant Attraction. She's come out and won since then, and she won well.
Cassius Bella behind him.
Let's see how Nuclear Force goes earlier. Yeah, Cassius Bella, alongside him, came out and ran a lovely 3rd behind Instant Attraction, so he must have some sort of a chance. This is Rock My Boat. Yeah, funny enough, the pennies dropped for him, Clyde. He behaved much better at the pens last time out. and he kept on finding on this occasion. I'm not too
Flying
sure what he
Worlds,
beat.
Dr. Strangelove, not much. But
Not much. Not, to be honest, not for me.
okay,
Not
fair
for
enough.
me. I don't think he'll ever play with that third place runner in his life again. Dr. Strangelove. I think he's actually nominated to run on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Dr. Strangelove. Clyde, I'm playing a bit against the grain over here. I'm trying to get a result. I've put in Crepuscular. I've put in 15K Joe, Clyde. Now, listen to this. His half-brother by declaration of peace won over 1800. Won a maiden over 1800. His half-sister by William Longsword won over 1900. Now, he's been up in trip himself. Sorry, his full brother by declaration of peace won over 1800. Now he's going 1800 himself. I find that interesting. He could be better than rated, but he's a 2-year-old. The horse I'm leaning towards is number 7 over here, Command Overall. Now, we know that Frere Jacques didn't quite frank the form, but you can't read into that, Clyde, because he ran last. Okay, so if he ran second, third, fourth, excuse me, so be it. But he bolted up on this occasion. And he was under sufferance that he still got a penalty. He got a £1 penalty for getting beat 6 lengths. So it was a nice run. Magellan's going to strip fitter. He'll be ridden patiently from Stallgate number 1. And look at my sneak over here, Hopscotch. Some equipment changes, peak run. Don't be surprised. Trifectas, quartets, Hopscotch, Clyde. Gonna make her pay. Look at her rating, Clyde. 58. She was as high as an 82. Fonny, do us a favor here, please, man.
What price is Hopscotch? 45 to 1.
No, impossible.
Yeah, 45 to 1. Top 3 you can get 7s. No more, 10s. 110s, top 3. What do you want to
do? Let's go for the kill.
Go for the kill. Hopscotch. Okay, there's that jackpot for Daryl Marie. 210 Rand. So the De Kock team on fire, and they got Sosori running here. Callum Murray is riding that for them, and Matt's got this horse 19 to 10. Well, this horse that runs for Matt and Mike is 19 to 10. Was a 2 to 1. There's been a bit of support. 7 lead the charge for Michael Azzi is trading at 11 to 2. 10 It's Personals 11 to 2. Number 4 Just the Two of Us. You can probably get around 10 to 1. I missed out this horse Paul Revere, number 8. I beg your pardon. That's trading at 8, and then you can get 10 to 1 about the 5 to Janus, and 14 to 1 and better about the balance. So Sori's last start. Let's take a look at this, Daryl. You can talk us through. Well clear on this occasion.
Clyde, do you recall the comments prior to this super impressive win? They weren't bullish.
Yeah, he's a bit of a headstrong horse. And
they weren't bullish whatsoever.
depends on his mood.
But look how he won, my word.
Very impressively.
Take note that was over 1160. He now reverts to 1,000 meters. I don't know if that's going to be quite in his favor because there's quite a few speedsters over here. So he won't actually be able to, he might be pressurized from the jump. You know what I'm trying to say? He did, however, get an £8 penalty, which is the maximum 4 kg. So I opened the book and I said to myself, he never beat a strong field. He got the maximum. I'm playing to beat him. I'm looking elsewhere. Straight away, I said, not for me. And I found this horse, Lead the Charge, who has done absolutely nothing wrong with the cheek pieces, right? He won beating African Prince, and then he ran a cracking 5th behind Ziyasha with JC aboard. Now, surely Clyde, he's a jockey strike. He's drawn on the right side. And I said, this is my banker for the day. Lead the Charge.
Yeah.
Then I had a look deeper. Have a look, Clyde. They ran on the exact same day. You know, Sasaru, when he won, and Lead the Charge won, they ran on the same day over the same course and distance.
Yeah.
Sasaru's time was 5 lengths quicker, and he carried
more weight.
He carried 4.5 kilograms more than Lead the Charge.
So then he can't beat Sasori, right?
But that was over 1160. That's now 1,000. I prefer Lead the Charge dropping to 1,000, funny enough.
Okay.
But now that's put a spanner in my works because I was bankering number 7, Lead the Charge. But now I have to have huge respect for Sasaru. Based on that, Sasaru is the horse to beat.
Yeah.
But I'm still leaning, in the back of my mind, I still want to be with the 7. So I'm going 7 from 11.
Okay, quite a 2-horse race, we would have thought then. 7-11 based on what times. And there are a few in the next race that Daryl likes. And at the back, 3, 4 and 10. Okay, welcome everybody. Let's take a look at our next event on the card now and have a look at both Catfish and Taking a Risk. We've got those two replays for you. We're going to have a look at now. Number 9, Catfish is top of the boards at 7-2 for Fabian Habib, and Blaine Marks Jacobson is riding. Number 10, Taking a Risk, Gavin Larena riding for the Michael Ashley stable here is 9-2. 1 Playing Tricks is 6-1, and number 13, Magic Carpet Ride, is trading at 6-1. It's 10-1 and better about the balance. I think we're going to start with Catfish. Is that right? That's our first one. Yeah, let's have a look. Daryl moves up in those black and yellow.
Yes, on this occasion he was drawn worst of all, Storgate number 1, Clyde. And you ran against some very, very nice horses over here. I mean, Heath House is in there. Better Never Ends. Give Me Some Luck. The winner, Prayers and Promises. So this was a proper field. And that was over 1160. You can see he wasn't doing much in the latter stages. So I like the fact that he's coming back to 1,000 meters. Now here's Taking a Risk, the filly. You know, funny enough, I know that Trent's been getting a great tune out of her and she's in cracking form. But you have to take note that Gavin's now aboard her. I mean, the country's leading rider or champion jockey. This was a very, very bold effort. I mean, she gave Lovable a run for her money going into the final furlong. She is another one that was drawn on the wrong side last time out, and now she's drawn high, which should really be the favourite going. So Catfish and Taking a Risk are both high, and then I just put one in towards the inside, and that happens to be number 11, In a Fix. Take note, the blinkers are refitted. I actually want to see how this horse runs alone towards the inside. Not, he may not be alone on the inside, but I think he might.
No company.
Yeah, because last time out I expected more from him.
Is this a repeat of Legendary or what?
Hey, is it?
I'm asking you, didn't you like Legendary? You said Legendary overs the last time or something like that.
Okay.
Now that you like In a Fix 10-1.
Yeah.
Who do you
It's a
prefer
difficult
more?
race,
In a
Clyde.
Fix, Catfish, or Taking a Risk? Which one do you like most?
I like Catfish. I like Catfish. I think with the going on top.
It was 9-2 this was, it's 7-2 now.
Is
I
it?
see. Yeah, there's money for it.
No, he's a very nice horse, I say, Clyde. And he's got speed. Just, you know, in his penultimate start when he won his maiden, he was a little bit troublesome at the gates. I hope he behaves.
Yeah.
Blaine knows him well. He'll try to ping those gates, and with a turn off his back, he's going to attempt to go start to finish, and I think he's capable. But there's my double, Clyde. There's my double, 9, 10, 11 by bank at 10. Yeah, tricky race. You can make a case for a few others over here.
Okay. We're going to come back with the last race preview. We're talking about Cotinos. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's get straight on to the action now for the last on the card. And we want to talk about the final event where the betting has got them priced up as follows. Favourite is number 3, Dad's Dream, top of the boards at 5-2. This is Kyle Straden riding for the Robin Klaasen stable. 10, Cotinos have been nibbling away at this. This horse opened up at around 7-1 thereabouts, is now 7-2. They keep shortening it. Daryl has tipped it on the show here throughout the course of the day. So I'm sure there are a few that have already got on. Number 11, Oriental Bouquet, is 15-2. Number 6, Kindler Gold, is trading at 8-1. So is number 9, Zoom Bomber, trading at 8-1. And then you can get 10-1 and better about the balance. We'll start with Cotinos. This is the last start from Cotinos. I look at a replay of this horse's performance, and at this stage, still 4 lengths off them.
No, it wasn't a bad effort. I just think he's much better on the Vaal Classic track. It wasn't a bad effort whatsoever. I mean, Michael Faraday's come out and placed again. Bay Empire's come out and placed. Southampton's come out and placed.
Looks very one-paced.
Very one-paced. Clyde.
Why is that?
Because that's, I don't know.
Okay.
Clyde.
What else? Next one, we're looking
Dad's
now
Dream.
at Dad's Dream, yeah.
I mean, this all started at 5-10. Didn't we think he's going to win like this, Clyde? With all due respect, look at those behind him, Clyde. Looks like they're running on the same spot. But I just want to say something. This horse was pacing it out up front. The horses that finished 12 lengths behind him were pacing it up front with him, and he still managed to quicken. So it was his only run with blinkers. He's a young sort. He's only had 2 runs since being gelded, and one of them he won by 7 lengths. But the jury's out as to what he beat. Can he improve? Yes, most certainly. Do I think he deserves to be favourite? No. Have I included him? Yes. So he must have a chance, but I think he needs to up his game. I wasn't happy with what he beat on that occasion. Then again, Clyde, I said the same thing about Haute Couture, and look what he came to prove me wrong. How he came to prove me wrong. Let's start with the horse that I make a bit of a runner here, but we all know that St. John's another one that has been quiet. But have a look at Spy Story's form. He's now back on a firm course, Clyde, and his last 2 runs have been on a soft track, and he wasn't disgraced. Read his form line in the soft. It doesn't really state that he's better on a softer track. So I think he's better on a firmer track. Take note, Mr. Gray has put a set of blinkers on him. I find that very interesting. And look at his rating, right down to 63 neat draw. So I make him a runner. I make number 4 Spy Story a runner.
But Kotinos has got him on the Spice, on the Romilly, doesn't he?
I make Dad's Dream a runner. But then we need to go to Kotinos. Now, Clyde, there's jockeys for horses, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gavin has only sat aboard Kotinos once in his career.
Yeah.
And he ran second. Gavin is the perfect jockey for this horse. I promise you. Vaal Classic is the perfect track. 1200 is the perfect trip for this horse. Storgate number 1 is the perfect Storgate for him. There's so much in this horse's favor, except that he hasn't won in 900 days, 3 years. Well, 2 and a 3/4, 2.5 years, Clyde. And he's a 7-year-old. So can we be putting the rent money on? No. But I think he's lost to beat. He was 5-1, I think.
Yep.
He's now 4-1.
They've shortened 7-2.
7-2. I still think.
Pierce Straden won on him, I see, once upon a time. Jeffrey Saister won on
Gavin's
him.
the man for him, Clyde.
And Gavin now is on him, you say. Gavin, when did Gavin last ride him?
When he ran second behind Indecent Proposal, and that was at Scottsville. I like him on the Vaal Classic. KC, you know what, Clyde? Have a look who owns him. Let's see if that helicopter comes. If the helicopter lands, Clyde,
sure,
we go to the bank.
Can we tell him to go with the helicopter and land?
Phone
Mr. Long,
Mr. Long now.
Get the helicopter. We'll see you at the Vaal. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Appreciate all of your support. We'll be back with you again on Wednesday.